While everyone's chasing meme coin pumps, smart traders are actually making a lot of money doing the exact opposite. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how experienced traders short meme coins. So whilst there might be other people buying the dips and the hype, you can position yourself for the inevitable crash. We're going to go through risk management techniques, the exact platforms I use for shorting, and the technical setups that you're actually looking for. So let's get started. Now, this is Fartcoin. This is a very well-known Solana meme coin. And the first thing to discuss before we do anything else is the life cycle of a meme coin. So I'm going to click here on a daily chart. You can find any of these meme coins on Dex Screener, for example. And literally this is a very good example of the life cycle of a meme coin. A more established meme coins, ones that have reached hundreds of millions of dollars in terms of market cap, they still do the same thing. Now, sometimes you get the peak very early and then it dies off. Sometimes it could be building up for a while and then it dies off, but it's the same thing. The key here is once we've reached a peak price and we've broken through some support levels and we're down at least 20-30% and we just keep dipping, the downtrend is very obvious. The downtrend begins here and then it's basically a stair pattern going down. And like I said, later in the video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up. But that's what we're looking for here. And again, contrary to popular belief, like most meme coins, nearly all of them will never ever recover and go back to all-time highs. Even though people believe that they will, I don't know why they believe that. There's not enough liquidity, there's too many coins, and we never see it. Like, which previous meme coin have you seen that has been like absolutely destroyed 90 odd % and has recovered and U-turned and gone right back up? Is very, very rare. Why am I telling you about how rare it is? Because trading is about probability. So it's the chance of something happening. So if the chance of it returning back to all-time highs is very, very low, and there's a higher chance of it continuing to dip even more, well then taking advantage of that makes sense. So what we're doing, rather than buying at let's say 1 million market cap and selling at 5 million market cap, is we're doing the opposite. We're shorting. So we're predicting that the price will go down from 5 million all the way back to 1 million. That's all we're doing. And ideally, to do this, you need to be a little bit more experienced as a trader so you understand exactly what you're doing here. But risk reward is not dissimilar to when we're actually buying meme coins. Before I discuss the next point, if you've been enjoying this content, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. You could just hit the button there in the top right. And please comment and let me know if you have any questions at all. The reason I'm making this video is so many people have asked me exactly how to short meme coins. So that's why I'm sharing some of the strategies with you today. So where do you actually short? Where can you do this? The first thing is you want to focus on the meme coins that have large market caps. And the reason for that, one of the sites I use, I'll link it below, and I use it a lot. It's called Mexi. So this is a site where you can spot buy anything in terms of most altcoins and larger cap meme coins. But it has a futures platform. So if you click here on futures, when you log in and you signed up, you click on USDT M futures, you can find things like Popcat here. So I have a position, for example, on Popcat, and at the moment it's up a couple of $1,000s. And this is where I took the sell. So if I zoom out, you can see where it says S there, that's where I took the sell. And the price has dropped, and I'm going to hold this position. I had a position earlier today, and this was on GOAT. And in terms of time, I only held it a few hours, and I profited 4,500. Now, ideally, I should have held that, but basically because Trump was making a big announcement and there's a lot of volatility in the market, I wanted to make sure I booked profits. Now, again, there's just a tip in there. Anytime you're in decent profits, always take profits. Whatever type of trading you're doing, cryptocurrency or unrelated, take profits. You'll always regret not doing that later. Very much gone are the days of buy and hold for years, unfortunately. The other platform, I'll also link it below, is AXIOM PRO. Now on AXIOM PRO, when you come to this site, you've got meme coins, for example. If you click on Pulse, that you can purchase. You can also click on perpetuals, which I've shared with you guys before. On here, if you click on the drop down here, you've got obviously Bitcoin. You can scroll down and you can see a lot of the main meme coins as well. You can see, for example, Fartcoin here. If I click on that, potentially you can use this too. Now, I prefer Mexi just because I get a little bit more leverage. Sometimes the leverage on here is not great. So it's not really worth it. You can't really buy large positions. But again, you have to be an experienced trader. If you're not experienced, you want to start with nothing leverage, like 1x or 2x leverage anyway. And basically, this just kind of magnifies how much you're putting in. So if you wanted to buy a position of $1,000 and you did it on 1x leverage, that's all you're buying, $1,000. But if you were doing it on 10x leverage, you're basically buying the equivalent of a $10,000 position. But yeah, this is an easier option if you're already using AXIOM Pro. And these are powered by Hyperliquid. You can see that in the bottom right, it says Hyperliquid. And actually on Hyperliquid, if you click here and then you go on to perps, you've got a lot of the main coins there. You can see PopCat there, for example, as well, Kaito and stuff like that. But again, something that you have a maximum in terms of leverage amount. So again, if you're more experienced, you might prefer Mexi. So which coins? Again, very easy. Just go to Deck Screener, and all you want to do here is you can focus on any meme coins. It could be Ethereum, Solana, it doesn't matter. But basically, you're trying to find the larger cap ones. So all you do is click on all platforms, click on Solana, click this gray box here, and then click Radium. And what you want to do, you want to choose anything over, let's say, a 50 million market cap. So put that there, and I've left everything else completely blank. Just click Apply. And then if you can sort it by highest market cap, then you can see a lot of the main coins there. Just click here on ones with profile. Scroll down, you got things like Bonk here, A16Z. You go a bit further down, you got Farcoin, PopCat, got the Melania coin, and so on and so forth. You got Swarm here, Griffin, stuff like that. But you can see a lot of stuff is already down quite a lot. So they're in established downtrends. Now you'd assume, for example, if you look at Go or something like this, it's already down so much. What is the point? Well, again, it's basically risk reward. It's percentages. So it's still very much worth it, surprisingly enough. Now, in terms of setups, what you're looking for here is every time there's a move down. So I'm on a 4-hourly chart here. So with these type of trades, it's what we call a swing trade. And you'd be looking to hold from hours to days maximum. So from a few hours to maybe 2-3 days maximum. Because that's how long the move takes. So it's literally going from here to here. Or going from here to here. Or here to the next low. And the thing is, on the way down, what happens is you get impulsive moves going down. And then you get these flag patterns going sideways. Typically, flag patterns happen, it's getting a bit technical here, but basically, bear with me. Flag patterns are literally like this. They look like a flag. You've got the pole there, and then the flag part here. And inside here, you basically just get these 3-wave moves going up, corrective moves, like this one. And you want to try and target taking a position anywhere near the highs of that flag there. And the whole way down, these meme coins are doing these flag patterns. Larger ones and smaller ones. But the thing is, with these meme coins, there are so many people, especially very experienced traders who are taking large positions, so many people shorting it, that when price does reverse, it can be quite explosive and it could suddenly go up. So you have to manage your risk here, because that can happen very, very quickly, because you get what's called a short squeeze. We saw that on altcoins, for example, yesterday when Trump announced the strategic reserve. But basically, zooming in here, this is where I took the position. So after a completion of a flag pattern, that's when you look to take the position, when it's towards the high. So you can see if you drew a trend line here, once it touches the highs. Now you could have taken an earlier position here as well, and you would have made some profits, but you likely would have been stopped out. And that goes to my next point. When you've got that flag set up, all you're doing is you're putting your stop loss. Stop loss basically means if price goes a little bit higher, it automatically closes your position and you take a small loss. So let's say if I started a position here, and let's say if it was going to get to here and it was going to make me, let's say $1,000 for argument's sake, but if price actually went up here, I'm risking $50 or $100. That's how it works. That's the risk I'm taking for the reward. And I put an automatic stop there. So for example, a Mexi is very easy to do. You just click here on add TP and you can type in here exactly where you want the stop loss to be and click confirm. And you could do a partial position, or you could do your whole position, and it would literally just be just above where that resistance was. That's where you'd put it. So if price goes up there, no big deal, you take the loss, move on. But if price keeps dipping, the thing with these meme coins is you can actually keep holding the short all the way down, because a lot of these are going to be trending towards zero, obviously. Another little tip is, again, getting a bit more technical now, but if you wanted to look at that corrective move up, try and find ones where this A wave, this first move up, is equal. This is called a B wave. Basically, the A is equal to the C. So if you click here on where it says trend-based fib extension, and you take it from swing low to swing high of this first A leg up, and then you bring it down here, kind of approximately to the lows here, you can see it's nearly a 1-to-1 equal extension. Very, very common corrective move. So you usually see 1 or 1.236. So I hope that helps. Like I said, a lot of people have been asking me about that. So that's basically how you do it. As a trader, of course, you're never emotionally invested into any coin that you're trading. You always manage your risk and you always protect your trading capital. That's it for this one. Thanks for listening.